What exactly is the tech sector? This is one of the fastest growing industries, not only here in Europe, but across the world. And in this video, I'm going to explore and define the top 10 subsectors within the technology industry today. Before I jump into the main video, I want to highlight some of the tax advantages of operating in the technology sector. Some of the most generous tax reliefs are available to technology-based businesses, such as R&D tax credits, video games tax relief, seed enterprise investment scheme, and other creative industry tax reliefs. Now, these tax reliefs are not exclusive to technology-based businesses, but statistically in the UK, it's technology-based businesses that are yielding the greatest benefit from them due to the nature of the industry. I'll cover these tax reliefs in a future video very soon, but first, I want to explore the top 10 tech subsectors. Now, this is a distribution model where a third-party provider will often develop and host an app and make it available to customers over the internet, normally in the cloud. Now, one example of this is Xero software. It's developed and hosted by them, and eventually they make it available through the cloud to small businesses like you and I. Now, digital agencies can provide a whole plethora of services. Often sort of mixed in with creative agencies, they could be one or another or one of the same. Now, when they're creative agencies, normally they focus on the print side of things, the branding, the logo, the colors, the feel, the identity of your business. When you get into a digital agency, it starts to go on to SEO, website building, development, PPC, which is pay-per-click advertising. That's what digital agencies typically do for you. Next is e-commerce, i.e. electronic commerce. Now, e-commerce is typically defined as the buying and selling of goods and services using the internet, and the transfer of data and money to execute such transactions. Now, one of the biggest platforms for e-commerce today is Amazon, or Amazon FBA, which means fulfilled by Amazon. eBay are another example, and typically what you're getting now are a lot of micro e-commerce businesses out there, whether they're independent or using the Amazon, eBay or other similar platforms. FinTech is one of the fastest growing subsectors within the technology sector. Now, you baby boomers out there probably remember the days where you actually physically went into a bank branch, you filled in a slip, you used a pen to actually take to the counter and physically withdraw your money. Now, how things have changed since then. And that's all about FinTech. Essentially, FinTech is all about the automation and facilitation of financial transactions using digital technology, and also the facilitation of financial services on the digital platform. Now, one of the most classic examples of typical FinTech companies are Stripe and TransferWise, which are two huge payment processing providers. Now, CleanTech is one of the fastest growing emerging sectors within the technology industry itself. And obviously with the consciousness about the environment, burning of fossil fuels, and those kind of aspects of life, CleanTech is really gaining traction at the moment. Now, typical example of a CleanTech company, arguably Tesla. So Tesla's whole model was obviously going towards an electric car. Some can argue Toyota Priuses actually preceded that, but that all could be an example of a clean tech company. Others include Lime here in London, which is the electric scooter company, and the list does go on and continues to evolve. Now, DeepTech is based on advanced scientific research and deep engineering development. So what does that actually mean? Well, quite frankly, it's where the processes and systems are delved into to another level in order for technology to make things more efficient. I mean, that's my way of looking at it. E-Systems Design is a classic example of a deep tech company. You can have a look at them and you can see what exactly I mean. HealthTech is certainly a sector that's gaining momentum. Certainly here in the UK we have the NHS, and the NHS are moving more onto a digital platform. So this is what we mean by HealthTech. HealthTech is really enabling healthcare professionals, the healthcare industry, healthcare systems and processes to actually become more digital and go into the tech platform. Pando Healthcare is a classic example of a health tech kind of company. It's here on the screen, go and have a look and it gives you an idea of exactly a real tangible healthcare company. Now, if you've got this far in the video, you've probably got the kind of gist as to the different kind of technology subsectors. And here I'm going to talk about prop tech. Now, again, similarly like CleanTech, FinTech, or transport tech, or any other kind of tech, this is now related to the particular sector or industry to which it's linked to, and that's obviously real estate and property. And one of the biggest examples of a prop tech company is going to be Purple Bricks. eMove is another one, and there are more and more of these companies now emerging and developing over time. Now, this next subsector is a really interesting one. It's called emerging tech. Now, emerging tech is something that hasn't actually reached fruition or reality in our lives just yet. It's exactly that. It's emerging and it's still in development. Some of it's still in obscurity, others further down the line. Now, a classic example of this is artificial intelligence. We've heard and we read a lot about artificial intelligence and what it could potentially do to our lives, but at the moment it hasn't reached full reality. But there's no doubt in the not too distant future, it will become a reality and a big part of the technology industry. Last but not least, video gaming and apps. Now, I probably don't need to say too much about this particular subsector, other than it's for entertainment. And video gaming and apps has always been around, but obviously we're talking now about in the digital cloud world. And the interconnectivity with video gaming and apps, and also video gaming leagues, is now better than ever, and it's going to continue to evolve. Minecraft is a classic example of a popular video gaming app. I mean, I certainly know my kids are addicted to it. And also the emergence of video gaming leagues. So if you're a soccer fan, football here in Europe, then there's a FIFA league that's actually all conducted online. Absolutely amazing and set to continue to grow. And there you have it. 10 subsectors within the tech industry today that are fast growing. Now, I really hope you found this video useful, insightful, and a good summary of the technology industry. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell notification icon to get instant notifications of more videos like this. Keep well, and until the next video, I'll see you soon.